Hi there, Roger Burnley here, and I have another video here for you. This one is about vibrato and how to develop that vibrato. First of all, let's understand the concept of what we're talking about. When you are creating a sound, you are creating a sound from the air flowing through your windpipe or your trachea and the vocal cords making a connection, and the air vibrating around the cords, okay? Now, there is another process that happens, which is this kind of oscillation, if you want to think of it that way, or the sound moving back and forth over the vocal cords, creating different pitches to move back and forth. So that is basically what vibrato is. And again, I always like for you, when you watch my videos and I talk about these terms, if you go online and just read the definition of vibrato, all this stuff will help you. It will make much more sense for you. But there's some problems that you're going to run into in the beginning. If you do not have a vibrato coming through, it is probably because you've been used to singing with what I call a really tight. You've been used to pushing, and there's not that freedom that starts to come through. Now, people create vibrato in little different ways. There is a manipulation that you can do. That kind of happens right here. I don't want you to think too far back in your throat because that will cause other problems, all right? But I'm just actually starting that vibrato to start to happen. And the other thing that will happen is that sometimes you may have a vibrato that is too fast, which can go into a tremolo, and that can create other problems. So what we want to do is have that vibrato where it's pleasing and pleasant to the listener to listen to, and also it's being produced in a way that in the long run is healthy for your voice. I'm going to give you a couple of different demonstrations. When you have developed the ability to create sound very openly and very freely, then your vibrato will naturally start to come through. Then you will learn how you can control the vibrato as well. In other words, you can use it for effect. You can put it in, you can take it out. So let me just see if I can do this on this one exercise here. Now I'm using this one because it has that note at the end that I'm holding, right? So I'm going to do it two different ways. There I took it off a bit more, okay? And the way that I took the vibrato off, because I'm already used to singing with that freedom, what I thought is that, I brought the chords together. Chords are going out this way, right? So I thought that I'm just adding a bit of tension, to the chords to be able to stop the vibrato. Then when I want it to come through, I take that tension off. That's all you have to do, is practice that. Now, again, a word of warning, if you've been used to singing with too tight, you may not be able to do that in the beginning, but don't worry, because everything else that I've developed for you will eventually get you to that place where your body will respond in this way. So let me just do a little bit more of it again so you can hear where I'm adding it or stopping it. Now, I let it come through at the top there, and you can see how easy that was, because I'm doing that intentionally because I want you to start to incorporate letting it be easy instead of trying to force everything. You have to give yourself time for all of this to develop and for you to really feel the concepts and for you to be able to implement them into your own singing. So I hope that video explains a bit more. And if you'd like other free videos or information about my complete singing program, please be sure and click the link below this video. And I will see you soon.